Jeff Sessions was asked to resign by the president from the position of Attorney General, so he's no longer Attorney General. By all reports, the president was upset with what I believe to be Sessions' unneeded recusal in the Russia collusion scandal from the Russia collusion investigation. You can bet the president wouldn't have appointed him if he thought he was going to have this Justice Department be taken over by Robert Mueller to try to destroy him. So now Sessions is no longer Attorney General. His Chief of Staff, Matt Whitaker, who's a former U.S. Attorney from Iowa, is now the acting Attorney General. Now, some folks have suggested his appointment was inappropriate and not lawful or not in accordance with the Constitution. Trust me, I've reviewed the materials here. The Office of Legal Counsel, which is the kind of the big thinkers legally, they provide legal advice to the Justice Department. So they're the lawyers for the lawyers at the Justice Department. They've analyzed the history of appointments like this. They've been done since the beginning of time in terms of our country. George Washington made acting appointments like this. It was done 160 times in the 1800s. So there's no legal issue with Mr. Whitaker being acting Attorney General. The big news is, as a result of his being acting Attorney General, he doesn't have to recuse himself. Well, not as a result of. Now that he's acting Attorney General, there's no recusal issue with the Mueller investigation. So he can now, and is now, presumably overseeing the Mueller investigation. Is he going to shut it down? Is he going to rein it in finally? I doubt it, even though he's probably more skeptical of it than Rod Rosenstein, who has been running it to date. But we should continue to press the Mueller investigation to be shut down because it's an unconstitutional, corrupted harassment of the President of the United States and, frankly, many other targets of opportunity in his orbit. I think the Justice Department needs to be focused on the corruption that led to the appointment of Mueller, the corruption behind the Russia scandal, the illicit spying on President Trump, and things of that nature. And it's Judicial Watch, again, that's doing the heavy lifting on this. We've filed Freedom of Information Act requests and lawsuits trying to figure out what's going on here in terms of the spying. We've got key documents about the FISA warrants, about the communications with Christopher Steele. The FBI was paying him and then said he was an inappropriate confidential source. It was Judicial Watch that uncovered that, not Congress. And all of that is going to stop out of the House of Representatives now because the Republicans have lost control. Now, I have to say, the Republicans didn't do a thorough enough job here. They didn't provide oversight, at least the House didn't, of Mr. Mueller. And the Senate isn't doing so either. So it's going to be up to Judicial Watch to keep on doing this work. And we have over 30 lawsuits about this deep state conspiracy targeting President Trump. So trust us, like with Hillary Clinton's emails, we are focused on this corruption story, the hijacking of the Justice Department, the FBI, and our intelligence assets and resources, the creation of a special counsel based on criminal activity of James Comey stealing FBI files and then leaking them to specifically get this appointment done. Judicial Watch is doing the work on that. 30+ lawsuits. So I know some people get upset when Congress changes hands, and you may personally get upset because you're a Republican or conservative, but at least on the issues you care about, it doesn't make a difference to Judicial Watch in many ways because we're just going to keep on doing our work. It's just as we did when Republicans were running the House.